What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Before we jump into the video, I want to let you guys know that I will be tagging along on the Trans-America ride. What is the Trans-America ride? That's a group of about 70 guys that are going to ride 100-plus-year-old motorcycles across the country. We'll start in North Carolina and finish in Oregon. I will be a chase vehicle. I do not own a motorcycle that's 100 years old. I cannot afford a motorcycle that's 100 years old. But luckily, the guys that do have these bikes were nice enough to let me tag along. I will be partnered up with a good friend of mine, Nathan Grubb, who will be riding this 1925 Harley Davidson, 4,000 miles coast to coast. It should be a rad event. The reason I point this out is these are going to be the stops that we're going to do along the way. A lot of cool museums, both motorcycle and aviation, and other cool stops along the way. So if you live in any of these areas or you're near any of these areas, these are the dates that will be there. Come check the bikes out. Come meet the guys that are brave enough to ride these bikes 4,000 miles across country. I hope I see you guys out there. Now, jumping into today's video, how do you save $10,000 on your new Harley Davidson? Well, I'm going to read a lot of this because I don't want to get it wrong. But before we start that, I want to read Harley Davidson's disclaimer that I'm also using as my own disclaimer. Please note that this information is general information purposes only and does not constitute legal or tax advice. So do what you want with this information. So this is 4 pages long, and I don't want to bore you guys with the details or drag this video out any longer than it has to be. I'll give you the gist, and if it's something you're interested in taking advantage of, you can find this online for yourself. So what this is up to a $10,000 tax credit on the interest that you pay on your new Harley Davidson motorcycle. So it's not $10,000 off the motorcycle, but if you have a higher interest rate where you're paying up to $10,000, you can write that off on your taxes. Now, here's some of the stipulations. It can be a 2024 or 2025 model from my understanding, but it has to have been sold in 2025. So January 1st, 2025 is when you have to have bought this motorcycle. It also has to start with the VIN 1HD1, and really all that means is the Nightster models that were built starting in 2025 that were built overseas do not qualify for this program, which with that language that they used, I believe the Nightsters that were made here will qualify for this program. Now let's read just a little bit so I can give you a little bit more of the details and not mess anything up. So this deduction will apply to tax years 2025 through 2028 and is available to both itemizers and standard deduction filers. So who qualifies for this? The financial benefit begins to phase out for taxpayers once their modified adjusted gross income exceeds $100,000 for individuals and $200,000 for married couples filing a joint return. So it goes on to make a couple other points, but trust me, those are the highlights. And then there's some things that should be obvious. No, used vehicles don't qualify for it. No loans that started before 2025 are going to qualify for it. But what that means is if you're eyeing up a 2025 bike and you plan to finance it, this may be a good option for you. If you've already bought one of those bikes and you're paying interest, you can write that interest off, which is huge. Basically an interest-free loan unless you have some absurd interest rate and you're paying more than $10,000 a year for your motorcycle, which God bless you because you really truly want to ride motorcycles if you're paying that kind of interest rate. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Be sure and check out the Trans-America ride that I'll be a part of. It sounds like a really good time, and I plan to film it all, document it all. So if that's something you want to see and you're not already subscribed, please do so. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.